Hi, this is Brian Wormers, and I'm going to be recording an overview of the course and where to find some of the course materials for NUR305, Cultural, Spiritual, and Ethical Dimensions of Holistic Care. So when you log into the course through USF, hopefully you know how to do that, and you're up to this point already, obviously because you are watching this video. But just kind of review things on the left-hand side here. We've got the different tabs on the different areas. Things that you'll probably find most useful will be finding your syllabus, course resources, and course work, as well as forums. So, meeting schedule, this is completely asynchronous and online. If you want to meet at a different point in time, I am happy to meet with you. So just email me or call me or text me and we can set something up. Finding important course information over here. News and announcements. If I need to make an announcement to the whole course, it could be here. Otherwise, more likely, I'll probably email you through the course. Course assignments are here. Course grades are over here as well, if you're curious about what grade you are getting in the class. Online tools. You're going to see a lot of that stuff underneath resources, but you should be able to access my USF. You should have some kind of Zoom or recording technology, especially for your end presentation, Word, or some kind of a way to type into different assignments. Record YouTube, so you can record it, put it on YouTube, and then put that up for your final assignment. PowerPoint's a good thing too. Make sure you're checking your emails. Try to do it at least every day or every other day. How to contact me, email, office phone number, which will roll over to my direct cell phone or my cell phone. You can text that. I've got unlimited text. However you want to reach me, these are some good ways to do that. If you need some other support, you can look here. I'm guessing you found these resources here, so the syllabus review is here, and I am recording the overview of the course right now. The syllabus is right down here. As a reminder, this is an updated syllabus from what I sent you via email, so make sure that you use this new one. A lot of the dates and stuff haven't changed, but some of the names of the assignments I switched around a little bit. So going into, this is your first main page. Covered this pretty well, I think. Moving on into attendance, you shouldn't have to worry about. Course organizer, course resources. This was something you will use. On the left-hand side, there's some handouts as we go through the different modules. So some different PDFs and reading materials that will help guide you as you're going through. Oftentimes, these are linked within the course modules for the soft chalk modules, and they'll pop up automatically. But if you want to access them at a different time, they can be found over here. Yeah, and that's the majority of what you're going to see on this left-hand side. There is, so module 15, you get your group ethical and cultural presentation. So click on this. This will guide you for what you have to do. And as a reminder, you do have to do some feedback to your peers in a very positive and way that you're giving them some actionable feedback in which they can improve. Some other random articles and things that you might find useful. Some of the things we're talking about, the link to the CDC health disparities. And so if you're curious about what that was, you can read it here. Otherwise, some additional recommendations and readings. I will say that some of the stuff is slightly older. So I will address that because some of the theories that we're learning about were, 15 years ago. And that's just kind of part of it. So trying to give you the original research on this one, some of the stuff is a little bit older. So be aware, this course has been updated. I have included some stuff that just came out this year. But if you see some of the older stuff, especially on the theories, realize that they're key theories that they've been used throughout nursing extensively. And so like all these different models, they are a little older, and I completely agree with that. I accept that, but they are key for this course. The Bible's a little older too, but yet it still's got some great material in there for you. And so I'll go with that analogy. On the right hand side, it's the soft chalk modules. So these are the ones that are not counted towards anything. So if you want to practice, you can go through and do these. But here are all the practice modules. In the coursework section, you will see the ones that are counted for points. So speaking of that, we'll go into the coursework section now. This is all arranged by modules, so you can kind of see what's due. You have a quiz and a forum and another quiz for Module 1, forum post and another module for Module 2. So for your forum post, I do want this to be thought out, well written. You do need to have citations and you do need to have references. So I want to know what you're citing, why you're citing it. There's a lot of reflection and introspection on this one, but you can always pull in things to support your arguments on this stuff. So for every initial posting, you should have references and citations. I will not make you put those on there for your responses. You will have to have at least 2 responses per forum post to other people, because that's a great way to learn in this course, is to see the viewpoints of other people. So your initial post has to be at least 150 words, and your reflections or replies to other people will have to be at least 50 words, and you'll need 2 of those. So, I think that covers the forum post, but make sure that you're doing a good job on these. I do want you to have your own input on this one, but I want it to be in a professional manner. Do not use AI for this, please. As a reminder, if you use AI for this course and I find out about it, you will fail those assignments that you used AI on. I want to know about your thoughts, your beliefs, and I want you to have your reflection. I don't really care about what AI says, about what they say about their spirituality. To me, that doesn't make sense anyways. Learning modules. Remember, these are the ones for grades. Quiz. Using a spiritual assessment tool, you can use this on whoever you want. So it could be friends, family, clients, those kind of things. Sometimes it's easier to do it on somebody you really don't know that well. You can do it on a classmate or whatever you want to do, but just realize you have to do this. Module 4, learning module, forum module, concussion. So there are a couple of movies in this course you need to watch. Extremist is one, and then concussion is the other one. So watch the movie and do a write-up on it. So just be aware, this will take you a little bit of time. Don't put this one off till last minute, because you will have to rent a movie and watch it and then have some feedback on it. Module 7, self-assessment. This one's kind of interesting, because how will you treat different people and how will you respond to others? And I think this is kind of eye-opening. Of course, our knee-jerk reaction is, of course, we want to care for everybody and we do the same without judgment or bias. But can you really do that? And it's harder than what you think it is. And we can all do the lip service and saying it, but to actually do it when you have to work with somebody that is a child abuser or a molester or a rapist or a white supremacist or a etc., 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 I'll fill in the blanks. So have some good introspection with this one. Just so you know, I'm just making sure that you do it. I am not judging you. I'm not even really looking to see what you all check the boxes on. But realize this is more for your sake than anything else. Why cultural diversity matters, a forum post. Here are your class nursing courses. So you will take an online free course, so to speak. There's 4 different sub-courses within this one. And so you've got to upload 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. If you want, you can just allocate the time to go through course 1, 2, 3, and 4 all in one setting. Otherwise, I broke it down kind of in a week-by-week basis for you. Let's see here. Module 9 is a quiz. You got a forum post, and then that part 2 or the course 2 of that. Module 11, we're talking about the course 3. This is the Extremist documentary. It's a movie you have to watch and submit. Global Health Forum post or forum. Let's see here. 12, cultural quiz. Last part of this, so number 4 certificate, forum post, cultural quiz, and another forum post. Cultural journey. So this is where you're going to go into an area that you haven't been into before. So this is not I want to go to my favorite restaurant. I want to try something new. I've never had Vietnamese food, so let me try some pho. I want to try Indian cuisine, so we're going to go to Shehe Palace or something like that. You can go with a group of your friends. I'm completely fine with that, but your write-up has to be individual. You cannot go to Olive Garden and call it as Italian, or Taco Bell and call it Hispanic, or etc., etc., etc. This has to be a place that you haven't tried before, and it expands your mind. Does not have to be a restaurant. You can go to a culture fair. You can go to, something, in the regions, Czech days, or I'm not even sure when these things are, but some kind of a cultural thing that will expand you that you maybe haven't been to before. There are Eastern European grocery stores, or Chinese grocery stores, or Hispanic grocery stores. You can go in, buy a pack of gum, but just look around and see what's in there. Preferably, I would like for you to go into a place where you do not know the language that they're speaking, just to give you a new, just to open up your mindset a little bit. Personal health and well-being. I believe our nursing students have done this before, but this is something that you're going to take care of yourself. If you open up the assignment, you can kind of see what you got to do. It's not meant to be something big or nasty, but it's just some way that you're going to care for yourself. Module 15, here's your big group ethical and cultural presentation. You can do this in a group, or you can do it individual. Look at the guidelines within the course, and if you have questions, please contact me. You will upload this, and at the same time, somebody from your group will upload it onto the forum post, and here's where you're going to make your 2 posts to other groups with constructive feedback. And then the last thing here is that student competency tracker. The LMS might be down on this day. I believe it is down from 7/24 to 8/1. And so what I've requested is that just email me. So send me a link for your tracker for those nursing students, and I'll take care of it. So, and that's it. That's really kind of the gist of the course. Grade books here if you want to see your grade. I don't think you get roster, but just a short and sweet kind of overview of the course. If you have questions, please contact me. All right, this is going to be fun. I can't wait to have you in the class this summer.